Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about sheltering. So sheltering is described or it's defined as mostly parents restricting their children from doing something. Mostly it has to do with the parents' anxiety, fear of something happening to their child. So maybe they just don't want their children to be hurt or children to be injured, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna show you guys some videos of some adults who grew up being sheltered and how they are managing life right now as an adult, or what is likely to happen to you if you're growing up sheltered. And then we're gonna come back with rest of the videos. I'm gonna come back with the rest of my opinion and some of the things that tend to happen to sheltered children as adults.
What's the unpopular opinion that you have about parenting that you know is going to make a lot of parents mad?
So as a former high school teacher, I can certainly say that parents who shelter their kids too much always run into problems, especially when those kids rebel. But what's honestly an even bigger problem is when you shelter them and it works. So I taught kids who were raised in a super conservative environment, and I myself had many peers when I was growing up who were raised in a super conservative environment. Most of those kids, and particularly the boys who never break away from that super strict family mold, they thrive substantially less in life than people who were raised by strict parents and rebelled, or people who were not raised by strict parents, in my experience. Family structures play a vital role for all kids in all societies. But something that's really important, particularly in Western societies, is individuation and the ability to conceive of a world and a life and experiences that are outside of strictly the family bubble. Sheltered kids who never develop a strong sense of self will turn into codependent and oftentimes, unfortunately, crippled adults.
Here are some signs that you were too sheltered as a kid. So firstly, before I go into this, you're probably sheltered if your parents made you stay in the house all the time, or they grounded you a lot and that was their way of punishing you. Number one, you're very naive. You can't make proper judgments and assess certain situations and when it's time to go or leave, or you can't tell if there's something off about a person. Number two, stunting emotional maturity. You kind of don't really know how to act around strangers or behave suitably for your age. You might lack social skills. If you're lacking social skills, you probably don't know how to read a room, probably don't know how to make friends outside of your own race. Really, whatever has been engraved in your mind will stay that way. You don't really know how to develop in that area. You may feel the need to ask permission for things. This can happen when your parents tend to micromanage everything you do, but you also have a sense of kind of self-doubt when you're doing something. You kind of want to hear someone else's opinion or someone else's beliefs rather than listening to your own. This can make you very codependent and always needing help in a certain area, not really liking to be alone because you just feel awkward being alone because you always had someone hovering over you or really having no sense of control in your own life. And that lack of sensing any control can actually stem into deeper things as well.
Strict or sheltering parents can create insecure kids.
Yes, when you get a chance, go watch the rest of that video. But yes, I too grew up with strict and sheltering parents as an only child. And it is very, very hard to make decisions as an adult. And it's wild. It's I'm grown. I'm in my own house. I pay my own bills. My car is paid off. This, that, and the other. But it still very much affects you. I have been made to feel very insecure in my decision making. And it's crazy because I know what I'm an expert in. I know what I'm proficient in. And there's a lot that I don't know. But in the things that I am an expert and proficient in, it's I can still question myself. Even the simple things with me and my partner, and I know it gets on my partner's nerves, and I've been working with myself to try to get better. But it's very much oh, hey, what do you think about this? And it's I don't know. And they're really serious. It's oh, I don't know. That's not really my thing. I am still looking for their answer. I am still feeling I need their answer, and I 100% don't. And it's definitely when they tell me I don't know, or be you know what, that's not up to me, I then have to sit with myself and be okay, now I'm going to make myself make a decision or create my own thought. And it is truly an exercise, but it is something just unconsciously, just it's still very much something that you have to work continuously on doing that. And I'm not perfect at it, but I have to make myself slow down and make myself try, really, truly try. And sometimes when I do it ahead of time, it can sound really, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but sometimes it's just be nope, I made my decision. This is what I'm going to do. And for me to stand on that in confidence is a huge deal. It can sound, and I'm working on it, it can sound off-putting, but like when I say like, nope, I already made my choice, this is what I'm gonna do it. Oh, but you could, I made my choice. And it's very much me trying to reclaim some of that back. But yeah, to the creator of that video, I feel you, and you're not alone in that, but sit with yourself and make yourself go through that process, because like it feels good and it's validating when you're able to do that.
How come nobody talks about the toll that being sheltered as a kid has on you as you get older? And me personally, I consider myself a low maintenance friend because of this. The toll that it has on your ability to maintain friendships and to be a friend. So when it came to friendships when I was a kid, none of my friendships went anywhere outside of school. So my best friend, I saw her in school, that's it. We maybe texted or Uvu, but as far as having those friendships where you would go and spend a night, y'all would spend birthdays together, y'all would go on trips together, go to the mall, go to the movies, go to the beach, all that shit. I didn't have those friendships. Like, my mom made sure, like, after I left school, I was home. I didn't attend no birthday parties, no house parties. I didn't attend no big events where a lot of people were involved. And I'm not mad at it, but I'm starting to realize, like, that's why when it comes to being in them type of friend groups where they're always together, they're always going out, they're always on the phone, they're always texting, they can sit on FaceTime for hours. Mentally and emotionally, I am not capable of that level of friendship. Do I want to be able to? Yes. But mentally, I can't. Like, it doesn't click for me. And I don't think I'm the only one that's like this, because I'm pretty sure my sister is the exact same way. Like, we're those friends where you ain't gotta check on me every day. You ain't gotta check on me every month. You could probably go a whole year without checking on me, and I will not think anything of it. Like, if you need something, I'm here. But like, as far as you think I'm gonna call you every day, I'm gonna hit you up every day to hang out, shit like that does not cross my mind. And maybe y'all can call me a bad friend, childish, immature, call it what the fuck you want to call it. But I know for a fact it has everything to do with the fact that my mom sheltered me, and my social anxiety is fucking shot. Like, I have very bad social anxiety, for one. And then when it comes to having conversations with strangers, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm about to be 24. But you can't hold a conversation with a stranger? No, I can't. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
The thing about growing up as sheltered is that you tend to identify more as an introvert when you grow up rather than an extrovert. There are some people who may actually consider themselves as extrovert, but however, because you don't know anything outside what you are used to, you tend to identify more with introverts. And if you are an extroverted person, you are most likely to be swayed. I'm speaking from personal experience. You are most likely to be easy to sway or easy to convince because you are naive. And I don't want to say this, but because it kind of hurts, but you are kind of like, you could become a fool. You know what I mean? You may have friends who, I am personally drawn to friends who are extroverted. However, because you want to experience that other side of life through them, and you actually, since you want to fit in and actually want to please them, you might tend to do things that they actually do. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't have social skills, so you can't differentiate between what's right and mostly what's wrong. Not because the general right or wrong, but mostly because you just can't differentiate what's really right for you and what's really wrong for you, because you just want to please the people in your life. Another thing of being a sheltered child that grew up to be an adult is that you are more likely to suffer from depression. This is also something that I'm speaking from personal experience, simply because you just don't know how to open up to people, you don't have friends, and you always have anxiety of opening up to your new friends, or even to the friends that you have. You have a limited number of friends, and in that limited number of friends that you have, mind you, you guys don't talk always. You are welcome They are welcome to you, as the last girl said, that she's a low maintenance. Yes, I am there when you need me, but you don't know how to approach your friends when you need them. You don't know how to ask for help, probably because you may actually think that you're bothering them. You just don't know how to open up to other people, so you have lack of friends, you have very limited communication with everybody, so you are more likely to suffer from depression growing up, or as an adult, in everything, because you don't know how to communicate your feelings as well, because since your friends see you in a certain light, you don't want to ruin the view that they view it in, because you have this image of you have this image of you that you think they have of you. I can personally relate to each and every person in this video. The people that I've put in my video, all of them, I can relate to the things that they have said. First, like I said, I am an adult. I'm an adult female who feels like they are not an adult. I have standard maturity. I'm a low maintenance friend. I'm naive, which I think it's a good thing that I am aware that I'm naive, and I can counter that in terms of I think when you're aware, you tend to become a little bit skeptical. Do you know what I mean? I'm aware of the things, or I am aware of the fact that I was sheltered. I know how to remedy some things in my life. So all things that have been mentioned in this video, I can personally relate to all of them. All of them. So yeah. Also, before you guys leave, I would like for you guys to subscribe to this channel. The reason why is because I would really love to enjoy my independence, so that I can no longer be called independent. So by subscribing to this channel, you'll help me in gaining my financial freedom. I hope we grow. Also, I would like for you guys to also like, comment, and share this video, and let's engage in the comment section, because I know I'm not the only one who grew up like this, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys can relate to this video. Ciao, see you in another one. Bye.